Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. In this video, I am going to explain cow politics by Hindutva BJP political party in India. Content for this video I given in the description. You can go through and study. Considered holy by many Hindus, cows are a sensitive political topic and have gained in importance since Prime Minister Narendra Modi stormed to power in 2014 as several BJP-ruled states enacted strict laws to punish cow slaughter. The ban on beef and the slaughter of cows is an emotive issue for the BJP and its ideological mentor, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, as well as the Hindu right-wing outfits. The BJP attempts to geographically expand and become a true pan-Indian party. It will be confronted with the limitation of its Hindutva belief system in a multicultural society. The cow, always a volatile symbol in Indian politics, the cow here was just a dog whistle with which to attack the Congress supposedly minority-appeasement, exploiting the age-old communal stereotypes of associating Muslims with beef consumption. The cow production movement has a long history in the country, but Indian history is also replete with examples of how potentially incendiary the issues surrounding the cow can be. For the RSS, veneration of the cow has been a core issue and a way to Hinduise society. So now cow production is being used once again as a symbol of Hindu identity and unity. The way things are going, cow slaughter ban and beef are being seen by the BJP as its next equivalent to temple politics. The BJP party had successfully polarized the Hindus in its favour by the temple politics and enhanced its tally from 2 Lok Sabha seats in 1984 under the moderate leadership of A B Vajpayee to 120 in 1991 and 161 96 election. With the late 80s and early 90s have spawned the Ram Janmabhoomi movement, yielding the saffron party rich dividends electorally. Many states have actively started enforcing bans on cow slaughter after the Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party formed India's federal government in 2014. The western style of Gujarat passed a law by making the slaughter of cows punishable with life imprisonment. In addition to government bans, vigilant groups who portray themselves as protectors of cows have been active in several states. In some cases, these groups have killed Muslim men they suspect of killing cows. Mr. Modi critics say the cow production law is aimed at appeasing India's Hindu community. The Bharatiya Janata Party government in Gujarat has amended a state law so that anybody found guilty of cow slaughter will be awarded a life sentence. The Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh in 2017 has said that those who kill cows in his state will be hanged. Even acts of homicide or sexual assault do not usually result in the hanging of the guilty in India, but cattle slaughter becomes illegal at a time when manslaughter happens in the name of cow. For the first time, the sale of slaughter of buffaloes and camels as well as the cows which Hindus consider holy would have been illegal. Cows are considered holy by India's majority Hindu population and slaughtering them is already banned in most but not all states. But this would have been the first time buffaloes had been included in a slaughter ban. Most of India's beef comes from water buffaloes rather than cows. With annual exports worth $4 billion, India is the largest exporter of beef, mostly buffalo meat in the world. These meat and leather industries are dominated by the minority Muslims and the proposed law was widely opposed. Multi-billion-dollar meat export industry that is dominated by Muslims. The lucrativeness of the beef business is attracting people including Hindus. The two business opportunities in the beef industry is the money from exporting meat to oil-rich Gulf countries and the political power held by India's Muslim population. Cattle slaughter ban law clearly trying to cut the Muslim community that dominates the meat trade. Vigilante groups are targeting people mostly from the Muslim community. Cows seized during such action are often found at houses of members of the management committees of Gaushala, that is cow shelters. They happily milk them instead of keeping them at the shelter. The seized cattle are sometimes handed over to the Gauraksha for paltry sums. There have been another less noted dimension to the violence, the theft from Muslims and redistribution to Hindus of cows that provide crucial income in the Indian countryside. States governed by the BJP party have seen a marked increase in cow theft from Muslims as well as funding for cow shelters that in many cases taken in the stolen cattle. This shows that cow, the nation's right-wing Hindu fascist that propelled Modi ji to power, are now shaping India and stirring religious upheaval. India's Hindu leaders and their militia members across the country have an impatience for Muslims to demonstrate obeisance to the Hindu majority. India has checkered fast with cow slaughter bans. The Muslim Mughals ruled for 3 centuries and the British colonized the country for 2 centuries. The first Mughal emperor Babur banned cow slaughter in 1527 out of respect for Hindus. But some Hindu kings did not enforce the ban. The big picture today is a mixed one. On the one hand, there are Muslims and Christians who don't eat beef out of respect for their Hindu neighbors. On the other, there are Hindus who eat beef. India's rapidly growing beef industry is a political issue, especially during elections when the country is divided along cultural, religious and political lines. Muslims and Hindus left versus right, beef eating Hindus versus non-beef eating Hindus. The Congress party is blamed by activists for its Muslim vote mongering, as beef is a Muslim dominated industry and beef sales doubled between 2007 and 2012 while the Congress party was in power. India's pink revolution may have happened mostly when the Congress was in power, but beef exports have increased by 16% since BJP came into power. It was just a ploy to get the vote. So international anti-slaughter activists like Beta says that the BJP push for a uniform nationwide cow slaughter ban itself it's contradictory. But BJP toots milk as revered cow product, encouraging the growth of the dairy industry. Beginning the sale of cow and buffaloes for the slaughter is a fascist and anti-federal move, and the central and state governments can't prepare a menu for the people of the country. Petitioners in Tamil Nadu had argued that the ban infringed their right to choose what they eat. India's steady slide to many states continues. What you eat, drink, watch, sing and wear is increasingly decided not just by elected representatives, the judiciary, institution and university, but also that amorous pulley known as public opinion. Much of the banning and monitoring come not from the official sources but majoritarian muscle, sometimes with ghastly consequences. It is the erosion of civil liberties and democratic values. Apart from dissent, the meek acquiescence by citizens has been alarming. In Kerala, around 60% of the total meat consumed is beef. Not just Muslims and Christians, many Hindus are also fond of dishes made of the red meat. People in many states in the northeast also eat beef. The party's outreach in the northeast, especially in states with large tribal populations, cannot be built around its ideological core issues like Ram Mandir or cow slaughter. Here the party has attempted to create a loose federal power sharing arrangement where center and state share resources in a coalition system of mutual benefit. There is no ideological clue that finds the BJP government in Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh with the Modi regime in Delhi apart from a desire to capture power at all cost. Like in Haryana Hindu majority, the BJP can come up with stringent anti-cow slaughter legislation, but they cannot do so in Goa, that is Catholic Syrian Christian, because vote bank politics works against such an imposition. A similar dissonance had been witnessed as the BJP trying to expand its footprint south of the Vindhyas into states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu. In Kerala, there have been a chorus of local BJP voices who have distanced themselves from the traditional party narrative on beef. Already the party has been impressed by its former MP and RSS ideologue Tarun Vijay's comments on dark skin, a classic example of how a North Indian Hindi, Hindustani mindset is unable to embrace the Dravidian identity easily. The words, action and responses of those in political power and authority have only created an environment conducive to vigilante action. Everyone from Hindu leaders and Prime Minister, cabinet ministers to the common vigilante is committed in the same degree to the cow. BJP and its affiliated Hindutva wings speaking with forked tongue on the cow issue. BJP party that has playing its Hindu vote bank and practiced a politics of appeasement like any other party in this country. Bible talks about our food liberty over Hindutva politics. In Mark chapter 7 verse 13 to 23. So you are teaching that is not important to do what God said. You think it is more important to follow those traditions you have which you pass on to others. And you do many things like that. Jesus called the people to him again. He said, everyone should listen to me and understand what I am saying. There is nothing people can put in their mouth that I will make them wrong. People are made wrong by what comes from inside them. Then Jesus left the people and went into the house. The followers asked Jesus about what he had told the people. He said, do you still have trouble understanding? Surely you know that nothing that enters the mouth from outside can make people unacceptable to God. Food does not go into person's mind. It goes into the stomach, then it goes out of body. When Jesus said this, he meant that there is no food that is wrong for people to eat. And Jesus said the things that make people wrong are the things that come from inside. All these bad things begin inside a person in the mind. Bad thoughts, sexual sins, stealing, murder, adultery, greed, doing bad things to people, lying, doing things that are normally wrong, jealously, insulting people, proud talking and foolish living. These evil things come from inside a person, and these are the things that make people unacceptable to God. Yes, Amen.